we've forgotten about the issue. We remembered the day that we were attacked, but we forgot why we were fighting. And the reason we forgot, because we've been distracted so much.
Have you categorized the issues? How have you identified what are the different issues in Punjab?
So we've categorized the issues into 5 groups, 5 being our lucky number, Punjab. So, I mean, the first kind of category is social issues. Social issues covers debt, migration, unemployment. So many kind of issues within migration. I've told you, migration in itself, so the national average of India, 163 people per lakh are leaving to migrate out of Punjab.
So sorry, just what is a lakh?
A lakh is 100,000. So 163 people per 100,000 are leaving in the whole of India, national average. In Punjab, it's 859. That's in Punjab. So that's like 5 times the value. In Chandigarh, per lakh, it's 10,100 per lakh people leaving.
10,000.
10,000, yeah. Punjab has the highest number of fake agents than anywhere else in India.
What does that mean by fake agents?
So people that would get you to another country without official means. So it might be in that they make you fake documents or get you somewhere through a student visa to get you out somewhere. So that's this social issue. So within them social issues falls the drugs. Punjab's number 3 for drug overdose, number 2 for alcohol-related poisoning and deaths, number 1 in NDP acts in the whole of India at the moment. So Punjab itself, in terms of drugs, is absolutely, in the highest category in just from this 1.5 geographical area. Second issue being health. So we've touched upon health. Punjab's the capital for hepatitis, capital for HIV, capital for heart disease, capital number 2 for diabetes. So many issues in Punjab in terms of health. And within that, you're talking about mental health as well. So just yesterday, we put a post up, 20% rise in Punjab's mental health disorders. 1 in 8 people in Punjab are suffering from mental health. 80% of them have never received any type of medical treatment to deal with that mental illness. So the issues around the social issues in themselves, debt being huge, unemployment being huge within that. The second category from social issues, health issues, then it's education. So education kind of overlaps all the issues, being it language, the current education system at the moment, where around 70-80% of the education system at the moment is privatized. So anyone that goes to public school is usually from a poor family. Similarly with the hospitalization in Punjab, so linking back to the health, 70-80% of those people that go to hospital are private hospitals. Only 20-30% go to public hospitals. And if you look at the kind of last post that we've put, Punjab is the highest in the whole of India place to get ill after Delhi. So if you get ill, it's the highest place in terms of, let me rephrase that. Punjab, if you to spend a night in a hospital, Punjab has the highest cost in the whole of India after Delhi. So if you're going to get ill, don't get ill in Punjab. Because it's extortion at the moment, the privatization. And this is what, linking back to the Kisan Morcha, why they didn't want to privatize. They learned from the schools being privatized, from the hospitals being privatized. And if they privatize the mandis, they know that the prices could fluctuate however they want to fluctuate. So education, within that falls, we've got a humanitarian, so it's human resources and environment, which is our 4th bracket. That covers kind of the water issue, so how the groundwater is depleting, 75% is being diverted to other states. Soil fertility, how soil fertility is basically on its way down in Punjab. Other kind of agricultural issues falls in the human resources. Environmental issues such as deforestation, pollution, all fall within that category as well. So we've got social issues, health issues, human resources, environment issues, education issues, and the last one is religious issues. So religious is a bracket on its own. Kind of understanding what is going on in Punjab, but mainly focused around the biadbiyan that are happening in Punjab. What is the kind of cause? Why are they happening? The kind of religious texts that have been changed, historical sites that have been kind of destroyed, why there's been mass conversions, and all these things that are going on religiously. There's research going on them factors as well.
Before we touch upon even this religious bit more, even though these are like 5 different categories, they all link.
Absolutely.
Like you said, right? So like, for example, somebody could be, have lack of education, like you spoke about earlier, when it comes to like pesticides and what are the right things to use. And that can lead to social issues like debt and then suicide, and that links to health. And then it's like a vicious cycle, right?
Absolutely. I think for me, education is the most important.
Okay.
Why? Because there's a famous saying, if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he eats for life. So if we can educate the next generation on preventative measures, we're already in the right stepping stones to save Punjab. I'll give you an example. When you went to school, did they teach you to turn the tap off when you're brushing your teeth to save water? I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
We always got taught that if you're brushing your teeth, if you brush your teeth, to turn the tap off, because the water is just running for no reason. To have a shower rather than have a bath, because a bath uses more water. So all these things I remember being taught to reduce, reuse, recycle. How many of the next generation in Punjab have been taught this? That you could be reducing this, you could be reusing this, you could be doing this. Education's key. You know, if a farmer is not using PPE because he doesn't know how to. I mean, there was a statistic I was reading in some of my research that I think around 30% of the tubs that contain the pesticides are then used to take roti. You know, like when they dabbe de vich roti palo, and that still has residue that is so harmful for human consumption. So like the education that this is really bad for you is not being obviously portrayed to the farmer in Punjab. Whether it's kind of, again, reducing, reusing the water, whether it's educating them on why Punjab is important, on why they should stay in Punjab, why, you know, where we should be kind of helping those people stay in Punjab rather than trying to leave. If they need, you know, a business, we think about a sustainable solution long term that we can keep them in Punjab. So there's research being done on all these kind of, I could say, across these topics, on how we can keep the people in Punjab, how can we invest. Like we could even run out a scheme of go back to Punjab, you know, like, so doctors, engineers, all these people that are left, they did the same in, I think it was in Israel. They gave them a scheme to say, look, we'll pay you X amount to go back and go back to your home. So we in the diaspora have got, you know, where in terms of the UK, we're the second most giving to a charitable cause. But most of the time, we're not giving to Punjab, we're giving to other causes. But if you're not happy at home, then, you know, are you going to be happy anywhere else? Mara says, Kar sukh vasya, bar sukh paya. I know the reference to that is the home within, but if we take of that being our home also, then, you know, we should focus our energy on the pant, as in 75% of our pant is in Punjab. Make sure the prachar is brilliant in Punjab. Make sure that the people in Punjab are sukhi in terms of health, in terms of social issues, in terms of education, in terms of religious issues. So we're kind of looking at that factor as well. And then when you've got bread on the table, you can think about other things like bringing our water back or, you know, fighting for our rights. Because I think at the moment, they're so distracted with just the nitty-gritty of how to survive. They're not thinking about anything else. Like Darbar Sahib was attacked in 1984. Why was Darbar Sahib attacked? Because they were fighting for their rights. What rights were they fighting for? They were Manukhi Adhikar, your water rights, the Kapuri Da Morcha, SYL Canal, and language rights. But how many people since 1984 have said, we want to bring our water back? We want to fight for our Punjabi rights. We've forgotten about the issue. We remembered the day that we were attacked, but we forgot why we were fighting. And the reason we forgot, because we've been distracted so much. And it ultimately goes back down to, the foundation was laid on that day that we now realize we don't want to be, you know, with India. We want our own home. And we stick by that 100%. But we want to be at a point when we get our home that Punjab is not a desert. That Punjab is not just full of nashe. That Punjab is not just in a place where we can't actually survive. And people don't want to live there. So it's getting to that point.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the full podcast on our second channel, BOS TV.
And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's get it to 10k subs.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today, let's talk about a few facts of Baba Deep Singh Ji's life. When we think of Baba Deep Singh Ji, we often think of that battle-hardened warrior who fought with their head in their hand, carrying that heavy broadsword, their khanda. Let's explore some of the lesser known facts about Baba Deep Singh Ji's life. Fact number 1. Baba Deep Singh Ji was blessed with Amrit in the year 1700 by Guru Gobind Singh Ji themselves. Babaji was born in the year 1682 in a village called Bahuvind near Amritsar. Their mother was Mata Jiuni Ji and father Bhai Bhagta Ji. Their family were already a Gursikh family who were immersed in Gurbani. Their parents taught Babaji Sikhi and Gurbani from a young age. They heard that Guru Gobind Singh Ji had blessed the Sangat with Amrit and started the Khalsa Panth in the year 1699, and they too wanted to join the Khalsa Panth. In the early part of the year 1700, Babaji and their family travelled to Anandpur Sahib and they stayed with Guru Gobind Singh Ji for a few months. Whilst they were at Anandpur Sahib, they were blessed with Amrit, and Babaji stayed with Guru Gobind Singh Ji for several years. Fact 2. Baba Deep Singh Ji had handwritten 4 physical copies known as Sarups of Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and they wrote a 5th copy, a 5th Sarup, in Arabic. After the martyrdom of Guru Gobind Singh Ji's family in Sarhand and Jamkor, Guru Gobind Singh Ji had travelled to Damdama Sahib. At Damdama Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Ji was going to create the first physical form of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. They called for Bhai Mani Singh Ji and Baba Deep Singh Ji to help them with this seva. As Guru Gobind Singh Ji would recite Bani off memory, Bhai Mani Singh Ji would write the Bani on paper. The paper and ink was being prepared by Baba Deep Singh Ji. Together, this seva was completed in over 9 months, and that was the creation of the first form of Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Baba Deep Singh Ji took upon themselves a further seva to write 4 further Sarups of Guru Granth Sahib Ji in Gurmukhi. Those 4 Sarups were then sent to the 4 seats of authority, the main places of worship in the Sikh faith at the time. Those were Sri Akal Takht Sahib in Amritsar, Sri Keskar Sahib in Anandpur Sahib, Sri Patna Sahib where Guru Gobind Singh Ji was born, and Sri Hazur Sahib where Guru Gobind Singh Ji had left their physical form. The 5th copy that Baba Deep Singh Ji had wrote in Arabic was shared with the Muslim faith so that they could also learn about the teachings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Fact 3. Baba Deep Singh Ji was a great teacher of Sikhi and Gurbani. We often don't think of Baba Deep Singh Ji in this way, but they were also a pracharak, a teacher who would teach Gurbani and Sikhi to the people around the community at the time. When Guru Gobind Singh Ji was leaving Damdama Sahib, they bestowed a great duty of responsibility on Baba Deep Singh Ji to establish Damdama Sahib as a place where people could come and learn about Gurbani and Sikhi. Baba Deep Singh Ji hand-wrote small selections of Guru Granth Sahib Ji in little collections called Pothis or Gurka Sahibs, which they were distributed out to the Sangat, so the Sangat could take these home and learn and recite Gurbani in their own space and teach their families too. In this way, Sikhi was spreading through the wisdom that Baba Deep Singh Ji was sharing with everybody. Baba Deep Singh Ji also taught Shastra Vidya, the art of using weapons. They taught the Sangat how to fight with swords, spears, through archery and horse riding, to be able to defend themselves in these turbulent times in Punjab. Fact number 4. Baba Deep Singh Ji was known as a living martyr, a Jinda Shaheed. You might think, what is a living martyr? Let me explain. Baba Deep Singh Ji fought alongside Baba Banda Singh Bahadur Ji as they approached Sarhand to deliver justice for the killings of Guru Gobind Singh Ji's family. In those battles in the run-up to Sarhand, Baba Deep Singh Ji fought with outstanding courage and fearlessness. They were so brave and everybody recognized this. After the victory of the Battle of Sarhand, Baba Banda Singh Bahadur Ji acknowledged and gave the title of Jinda Shaheed to Baba Deep Singh Ji. The amazing thing is, Baba Deep Singh Ji was only 27 years old. Fact 5. Baba Deep Singh Ji was one of the Panj Piare, the 5 beloved ones, who bestowed the title of Viceroy, also known as Nawab, to Nawab Kapoor Singh. In the run-up to 1733, there was a lot of bloodshed between the Mughals and the Sikhs. Zakaria Khan was the governor of Lahore at the time, and he wanted to bring an end to this bloodshed and all these battles. As a peace offering, Zakaria Khan proposed to the Sikhs the title of Nawab, which came along with many expensive gifts and acres of land for the community. The Sangat had chose Kapoor Singh Ji to take on the title of Nawab and take these responsibilities. However, Kapoor Singh Ji didn't want to accept this directly from the Mughal Empire. He did a humble request to the Panj Piare at the time that only they can bestow this title upon him. So it was agreed with the Sangat that those gifts and the title would be placed in the feet of the Panj Piare, and they would then make Kapoor Singh into Nawab Kapoor Singh as we know him today. One of those Panj Piare was Baba Deep Singh Ji. This is just one example of many of how Baba Deep Singh Ji was so highly regarded within the Sikh community at the time and was a figurehead for the Panth going forward. Baba Deep Singh Ji is a perfect role model for us today. There's so much we can learn from their life. They were a great teacher who not just taught Gurbani and Sikhi to the people in the community at the time, but also lived by it as well. They were a saintly person, a Mahapurush, and a great warrior. They truly lived up to the title of Sant Sipahi. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Waheguru, 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 Waheguru.
ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਅਨੋਖੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਦੇ ਲਕਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਛਾਣੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਹਾੜਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੋਂ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਆਰੰਭ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਇਲਾਕਿਆਂ ਵਿਧੀ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਫਿਰ ਸੰਪੰਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਬਾਰੇ, ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੁਗਲ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਾਈ ਲੜਦਿਆਂ ਹੋਇਆਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਸਾਂਝੇ ਵਾਰ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਸ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਧੜ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਅਲੱਗ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। ਤਾਂ ਲਾਗੇ ਖੜੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸੀਸ ਭੇਟ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਪਾ ਗਏ। ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ 'ਤੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਖੱਬੇ ਹੱਥ 'ਤੇ ਸੀਸ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਸੱਜੇ ਹੱਥ ਨਾਲ ਖੱਡਾ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਮੁਗਲ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਹੂ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਉਹ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਪਰਿਕਰਮਾ 'ਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੀਸ ਭੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਔਰ ਮੁਗਲ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਉਂਦਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਤਾਂ ਲੜਾਂਗੇ, ਉਹ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਸਿੱਟਤਾ, ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕਰਤਾ। ਉਹ ਸੀਸ ਤਲੀ ਤੇ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੁਗਲ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਊ ਲਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ। ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਜਿੱਤ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਈ, ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰਤਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਹਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੁਗਲਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੇਅਦਬੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਰੋਵਰ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਬੇਅਦਬੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਉਹਦਾ ਬਦਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਲੈਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕੀਤੀ। ਅੱਜ ਸਾਰਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਪੰਥ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਨੂੰ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ 'ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਰਿਆ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਪੰਥ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੁਬਾਰਕ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ। ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣੇ, ਬਾਣੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੁੜੇ, ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਧਾਰੀ ਹੋਵੋ, ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਣੋ, ਬਾਣੀ ਤੇ ਬਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਲੋਕ ਸੁਖੀਏ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਸਹੇਲੇ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਪੇ ਮੇਲੇ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅਮਰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਹਾੜਾ 27 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਸਮੂਹ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਸ਼੍ਰੋਮਣੀ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖ਼ਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੋਂ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਆਰੰਭ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਅਸਥਾਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਗੰਜ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਅਸਥਾਨ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇਗਾ। ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ 1682 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਉਵਿੰਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਇਆ। ਭਾਈ ਭਗਤਾ ਜੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਜਿਉਣੀ ਦੀ ਕੁੱਖੋਂ 18 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ। 1700 ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਖੰਡੇ ਬਾਟੇ ਦਾ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਿਆ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪ 5 ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਲੱਗੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਿਆ। ਕੁਝ ਸਾਲ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਬਤੀਤ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਫਿਰ ਮਾਤਾ ਪਿਤਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਗਏ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮਾਤਾ ਪਿਤਾ ਨੇ ਮੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਭਾਈ ਮਨੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਦਮਦਮਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ, ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰੀ ਸੰਭਾਲੀ। ਭਾਈ ਮਨੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਦੀ ਪਾਵਨ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਆ ਗਏ, ਉਹ ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਹਰਗ੍ਰੰਥੀ ਬਣੇ। ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਉਹੀ ਅਸਥਾਨ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਕੇ ਰੱਖਿਆ। ਲੰਬਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਉਸ ਲੜਾਈ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੁੰਦੇ। ਬੰਦਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਲੜਾਈਆਂ ਲੜੀਆਂ, ਫਤਿਹ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕੀਤੀ। 4 ਸਰੂਪ 4 ਤਖਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸਨ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ 5ਵਾਂ ਤਖਤ ਦਮਦਮਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਣਿਆ। ਇੱਥੇ ਭਾਈ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਨੇ 4 ਸਰੂਪ ਲਿਖੇ। 4 ਸਰੂਪ ਲਿਖਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਹਰ ਤਖਤ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਰੂਪ ਭੇਜਿਆ। ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਅਖੀਰ ਧਰਮ ਦੀ ਖਾਤਰ, ਜ਼ਰ ਜ਼ੋਰੂ ਜ਼ਮੀਨ ਦੀ ਖਾਤਰ ਨਹੀਂ, ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੀ ਬੇਅਦਬੀ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਅਬਦਾਲੀ ਸ਼ਾਹ ਵਰਗਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਚਖਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਥੇ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਤ ਤੁਰੇ। ਜਹਾਨ ਖਾਂ ਤੇ ਤੈਮੂਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਮਾਨ ਸੰਭਾਲੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ। ਜਹਾਨ ਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿਆਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਮਾਰਤਾ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀ ਅਮਾਨ ਖਾਨ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਮੁਕਾਬਲਾ ਹੋਇਆ। ਦੋਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੋਏ। ਅਮਾਨ ਖਾਂ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਗਿਆ। ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੀਸ ਤਲੀ ਤੇ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਅਖੀਰ ਤੱਕ ਲੜਦੇ ਰਹੇ। ਆਪਣਾ ਸੀਸ ਪ੍ਰਕਰਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਭੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ। ਪੁਰਜਾ ਪੁਰਜਾ ਕੱਟ ਮਰੇ ਵਾਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਹਾੜਾ ਮਨਾਉਂਦਿਆਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਤੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਧਾਰਨੀ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਿਚਰਨਾ। ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦਿਹਾੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਸਕਾਰਥੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ। ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼੍ਰੋਮਣੀ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਨ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
When you're in school, when you're growing up in life, it actually sort of matters to people how you look. And then it matters to you because it matters to others. And the fear that we have is that we're going to be alone. that we're not good enough. And, we have to change ourselves. And, so many people put me down and say, Nick, you look too weird and no one's really your friend and you can't do this and you can't do that. And I couldn't change anything. It's not like just fixing my hair one day and everything's fine. I couldn't change my circumstance. I couldn't just one day wake up and say, hey, give me arms and legs. I need arms and legs. It was so hard because people put me down. And I started believing that I was not good enough. I started believing that I was a failure. That I'd never ever be somebody who people would like or people would accept. And it was so hard, man. I thought to myself, I can't go on the soccer field like everybody else, and I can't ride my bike, and I can't skateboard, and all these sort of things. And I started getting depressed. I thought, what kind of purpose do I have to live? I mean, are you just here to live to die? I mean, is there not a purpose for me? Is there not a purpose in life? And I had questions and no answers. And I asked my mum and dad, why did this happen? I asked doctors, why did this happen? And they don't know. There are some things in life that are out of your control that you can't change and you got to live with. The choice that we have, though, is either to give up or keep on going. I want to ask you, what are you going to believe? Are you going to believe in yourself? Are you going to believe everybody else's judgment on you? How did I get from depressed to who I am today? Because I tell you, I was depressed. When I was age 8, I used to concentrate on the things I didn't have. I wish I had arms and legs, and I wish I could do this, but what can I do? You see, I have a choice. I can either be angry for not having arms and legs or be thankful for my chicken drumstick. And I'm traveling around the world. It's amazing. But I had to ask myself a couple questions. And the first question was really, who am I? Who am I? I'm Nick Vujicic, but who is that? Because there's nothing good about having no limbs. But I love my life. Do you want to know why? Because I've seen the purpose. When you see me for the first time, many of you felt sorry for me. Do you feel sorry for me anymore? No. Why? Because you know who I am. But don't you remember I have no arms and no legs? Would you want to be my friend?
Heart is what separates the average from the exceptional. And I have learned in life that heart beats talent every time. Show me a man or woman with heart, and I'll show you a way to overcome someone else's talent.